True peace can only be found by going inwards. Modern man very seldom looks within and looks without, so he sees pieces. When he looks within and he realizes that anything that can be seen is not yourself, he comes to an inner peace and finds peace within. Peace is the value associated with the mind. The mind can be likened to a lake. When the lake is agitated by a wind or a storm, the reflections cannot be seen. When the lake is still, if a bird flies over the lake, its reflection will be seen in the surface of the lake. The mountains and the scenery around it will be reflected within it. Such with the mind. When the mind is still, it sees clearly. When it is agitated by anger or jealousy or hate, it becomes agitated and things are seen unclearly. But when we fall to that deep peace within us, which is really becoming one with the universal consciousness which animates all living things, then we find peace, unity, and love. And Sai Baba, the great teacher from India, had this motto: love all and serve all. Help ever, hurt never. Christ said, love thy neighbor as thyself. He was giving us an indication that the self is in your neighbor. In truth, all are one, and in that one, there is unity. Love is the recognition of unity between the lover and the loved. For mankind to find peace, we must find peace within. And that peace can move to family, to village, to nation, to the world. But it will only be found by finding the inner peace within us, and the mind being unruffled by disasters or great triumphs. We'll treat all with equanimity. When I was a young man, I was governed by the mind. There was a voice in the mind that kept saying, I, me, and mine. And I believed that that was who I was. So if I got beaten in a tennis game, I'd throw the ball away and get all agitated. But by the grace of God, I was taught what was then called silent sitting, or the exercise, which was just to be still and know that you cannot be what you can see. After practicing this for 2 minutes a day, every day, I began to hear birds sing. And I realized that I hadn't heard birds sing for a very long time. All I had heard was the agitations of the mind. I began to see things clearly, to solve problems easily, and it made a huge difference to my life. When I came in contact with the teachings of Sai Baba, I found that he taught it silent sitting, very similar to that I had learned. And in meditation, following the rule, we cannot be what we can see. We can experience that universal peace and the unity of all things, and see the self reflected in our fellow men, in the dog we walk, or the bird we see sitting on the tree. Forms are many, life is one, and in the realization of that, in the unruffled mind, we can experience peace, live in peace, and love our fellow man, with no difference between creed, color, or country.